Many travellers often recall seeing mirages in the desert. The ones they refer to are secluded oases behind some dune. The mirages that we talk about are the type that fly. The Mirage 2000C was sent to the Persian Gulf in 1990 in the build-up to Operation Desert Storm, or as the French like to call it, Operation de Guerre. The French Army de l'Air Mirage 2000s had no losses throughout the conflict. Let's have a look at what sort of plane the Mirage 2000 was. Developed from the Mirage 3, this fourth generation aircraft was completely different, but it was still part of the same family of Deltas as the name suggests. The aircraft had twin 30mm DEFA 554 autocannons, and also held some pretty formidable missile options. In the air superiority configuration, the Mirage 2000 can carry radar-slavable Matra Magic 2s, IR-seeking missiles. The radar missiles used in the Gulf would be the Matra Super 530Ds. 3 fighter squadrons would deploy Mirages to the Gulf. Now onto the preparations. Following Saddam Hussein's invasion of Kuwait by Iraqi forces on the 2nd of August 1990, the first 4 Mirage 2000s of 1/5 Fighter Squadron took off from east, along with 4 Mirage F1CRs. After 7.5 hours of flying, being refueled twice by C-135FRs, they landed at Al Asa in Saudi Arabia. This initial batch of aircraft would be joined on October 8th by 4 more Mirage 2000s and F1CRs. This group landed at Al Asa during a sandstorm. During the work up to the Gulf, the crews would fly training and dogfight practice over ranges in friendly airspace until Hussein's withdrawal deadline came, but with no signs of him pulling out of Kuwait. On the morning of January 17, 1991, Operation Desert Storm kicked off. French Mirage 2000s would not see action, unlike their Jaguar A counterparts, this one clearly having a risky moment. Mirage 2000s would fly up high to around 55,000 feet, protecting high-flying U-2 spy planes from any fighter intercept. Indeed, in Operation Southern Watch after the Gulf War, an Iraqi MiG-25 was vectored to intercept a U-2, however was shooed off by F-15s. Throughout late January until the end of February, Mirage 2000s would be doing combat air patrols over Saudi skies under AWACS guidance, with missions lasting for around 4 hours, with 2 to 3 refuelings from tankers. In air defense missions, Mirage 2000s could offer constant availability, crews being alert at night time as well. I would say that the Mirage 2000s have proved themselves as an extremely effective aircraft in the role of protecting other assets and being an interceptor, partly based on the ground crews who helped the Mirage achieve a 98% availability. By the war's end, Mirage 2000s had carried out 508 missions, around 1,416 flight hours in combat air patrols. One more thing to jot down is how one Mirage 2000C from 2/5 Fighter Squadron flew with a special paint scheme. Instead of the standard two-tone bluey grey, they used a sandy desert and brown camo scheme. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, subscribe and comment. If you want more of the Gulf War, why not watch this video on the Tornado GR1. On the 17th of January at roughly 2 AM, the Tornadoes from Iraq would target Tilil Air Base, which was at the south of the Euphrates. This airfield was massive, having 2 runways with parallel taxiways for 12,000 feet. They would be one of the main focuses that night, spearheading the coalition's war against Hussein. 8 Tornadoes thundered